Today I want to tell you something special, a very special story that happened to me, and it's about my motorcycle accident and how it changed my mindset about business. I was riding with my family, and just because I was distracted, I got into a motorcycle accident. But beforehand, I had already had some preparation, like buying good equipment. I had my full leather suit, I had my boots, I had my gloves, I had my back protector, and I had a really good helmet. When I was in the street, I was in a canyon, I found some gravel on the ground, but I was going too fast. I was distracted. So my bike just started sliding and I started sliding. I fainted when I hit the ground and I couldn't see out of my left eye. I knew that I had already been in an accident, and my family is rushing towards me. Everyone stops in the streets and they go to the sidewalk to just see how I am. And I didn't realize the damage at that moment, but really nothing really hurt. The only thing that I noticed is that I couldn't really see out of my left eye. But I didn't want to tell, for example, my father or my mother, because I knew they were gonna get scared. They were riding on their own bike and my brother was riding on his own bike as well. So I was like, no, I'm fine, I'm fine. So I started getting some pain in my thumb, and I noticed that my thumb was dislocated. I said, you know what, I really need to go to a hospital because I can't see out of my left eye. So I took all my equipment off. I took my gloves off, I took my helmet off, and I took half of my suit off because it was a full leather suit. And I realized that I was bleeding on my elbow. And I was like, okay, I actually need to go to the hospital. So we went to the hospital. They did some MRIs, they did all these different exams, and it was just the trauma that I had at that moment that I hit the ground. But it wasn't really anything. My equipment had protected me and had saved my life. After I got out of the hospital and analyzing the damages that I had on the motorcycle, my equipment, I was just so surprised I was not dead. My helmet had full-on scratches. The visor, it's shatterproof, but it was just completely broken on the side. My gloves, they were completely destroyed. My full leather suit was completely scratched. And part of my elbow, since I was sliding for so long, the leather suit actually detached, and that's how I got burned on my elbow, and that's why I was bleeding. After analyzing all these different things, I was so glad that I spent thousands of dollars in my equipment. If I hadn't done so, I would probably be dead right now. Imagine if it was only me riding the motorcycle without protection, without my equipment. Probably just at the moment I hit the ground, I would have been dead just instantly. But I analyzed this whole situation into a business idea, and I think it applies to business as well. So imagine that your helmet is your attorney. Your full leather suit is your CPA. Let's say that your gloves are your tax and wealth strategies. And everything else, like your back protector, your boots, it's friends, family, and people that help you protect your business. Without them, without the strategies to protect your assets, to build a tax strategy that will save you money, without your attorney, without your CPA, and you're rushing in your motorcycle in your business to get to a certain point. You want to succeed, you want to get to the other point, but you don't have any equipment on. You don't have your attorney, your helmet, you don't have your CPA, you don't have your tax strategies and your wealth strategies, asset protection plans. If you're going down on business lane, come to some obstacles or some gravel on the ground where you're just gonna throw you in the ground if you're unprotected. But if you build your power team and you invest in really good equipment, your attorney, CPA, a really good tax strategy and wealth strategy, you protect your assets, then you will only walk away with a few scratches like I did. I am so glad I spent thousands of dollars in good equipment. So my recommendation for you is build your team, build your power team, build your strategies to protect your assets. Because if you're in business, it's for sure that someone is out there to get you. Either it's a Gravel or another business which is a competition. Just remember, stay protected.